I don't even know what to say.
Hello, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my videos. I am Karin. I make videos about living as a millennial, trying to go through this thing called adulting. And if you watch my previous video, it's here, where I quit my job and go to Sweden. I am now currently in Sweden and I will be living here for several months with my husband, and while we're together I reckon why not make videos about our long distance relationship and how we're dealing with it. Okay, now let's get him here.
Hi.
He's here. So this is Sebastian. He's my partner slash husband slash friend
Slash servant.
We have been together for 4 years-ish, 5. Several years, and it has always been in long distance because I live in Indonesia and he lives in Sweden. What are you talking about? Like the overall?
I don't fucking know. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm just talking right now. It's like, what the hell?
Anyway, we have been in a long distance relationship forever and ever. It's the nature of our relationship, and we have quite honestly 2 different lives. He has his lives in Sweden. He started working, now he's actually studying, and I was working and then I studied and then I was working again. So last year we got married in Indonesia, and then we have to go back in long distance because of the complication of a visa, and I need some responsibilities that I need to finish, and he also has responsibilities that he needs to finish. But yeah, so that's how we are in long distance. I know a lot of people, and more people across the globe are going through long distance relationship. And especially if it's a across continents relationship, it is difficult, but it's doable. But then let's talk about the how. When you are about to enter a long distance relationship, you need to be sure that you are really like click with this person, and it's not just like a passionate kind of click. Like, you have to be friends with this person, right?
Right. Conversation has to be natural and not forced, and you kind of have to feel that time flies by when you're with the person, and that like your partner is kind of like your recharge point of like your battery.
We talk for hours on end with each other. Like when we have the time to, like on the weekend, literally we just stayed at home and we talk for like, what's our record?
16 or something.
Yeah, like 16 hours straight. But of course we would like, okay, I'm just gonna go shower now, I'm gonna get food, whatever. We keep literally on Skype for 16 hours. In a long distance relationship, in any relationship, you have to have the same sort of expectations.
Yeah, no, that's true. And obviously you should have the interest in your partner enough to like figure out what kind of personality they are and like what they want from life. And I mean, like any other relationship, but it becomes more important in a long distance relationship because there's so many things that you can't have in a long distance relationship that you need to compensate for. But obviously all the things that are good in a long distance relationship is good in a normal relationship too, like having very clear communication and like being flexible with your partner's needs, and not feel that you're sacrificing yourself for your partner. So if you're the kind of person who likes to sing in the shower or whatever, just because your partner thinks you sing like shit, then you shouldn't stop singing. Exactly.
We tried to share the same vision and goal, and a lot of negotiation and a compromise happened too. But I remember when you asked me about that, that was sort of like the first serious talk we have about a relationship. As in like, okay, how do you see yourself in in the future, and like what do you want to pursue professionally. In that moment, I think we just sort of like set the goal at like, okay, let's work through our professional portfolio that will allow us to work, whether it is in Indonesia or in Sweden, so we can just close the gap.
I think we created like a very structured roadmap of like, obviously our goal was to be together, and we kind of like figured that we needed to change a couple of things in our lives to make it possible.
Adding to that is how important it is to have our own separate lives.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, of course, we really value our time together, like when we're not separated, but like having your own life, like knowing what you want, or at least like doing the stuff you like being with your family and your friends, and actually cherishing that will help you from all this agony and misery of being in long distance, I think.
I think the easiest way of putting it is that it's simply not healthy to give up your own life for someone else, because eventually the honeymoon phase of your partner, like, or the period where you see no flaws, or you'd like so
long gone.
Exactly. It's to accept that you're two individuals living a life which you've decided to share some aspects of.
If you are in long distance, you're actually privileged to be able to practice good communication, right?
Exactly.
Like hiding something, something you wanted to say, whatever, like desire, what you want, or like what you don't like about the other. We just say it, right? We just like communicate with each other. I might be like praising myself here, but I'm really proud of the communications we have.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the first thing, you have to treat this partner as a friend, and that's when you can have an open communication. Because imagine if you are talking to your best friend, you could probably talk about anything.
Yeah.
So
you shouldn't put anything in a taboo.
Right.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, you just have to be yourself. And,
exactly.
and if you are yourself, then you can just communicate openly about what you feel, about what you think, what you like or dislikes, and as much as I am committed to this long distance relationship, I still don't recommend anyone to do it, because it's actually very difficult. Like it has taken its toll on us several times. Like we fight, we really fight.
She usually wins though.
No, but seriously, so compromise and respect each other. Like respect is something that I think people don't really do enough to each other in a relationship.
That's true. But I also think a lot of issues come from people having the fear of missing out. And that kind of drags them to be in a relationship with a person who's not really right for them. There should be someone that you don't need to pretend is right for you to find someone who's actually right for you.
Yeah, it's basically not long distance tips anymore. It's just relationship tips. I don't know. But I think it helps. I mean, if you're going to enter a long distance relationship, it helps if you already have a good foundation from the beginning, because long distance relationship is naturally harder than the normal relationship. Sometimes when people ask me like, how do you do it, I don't know how to answer it, because
it's hard.
It is hard, but at the same time, like how you said it, like I don't know, like it's easy. We have been in bad relationships before. We did it, we've done with it, but being with each other sort of made us realize that, hey, relationships are not supposed to be this hard.
Exactly.
For me, like personally, patience. How do you say we deal with it?
Well, I do think we have quite complementary personalities, which is good.
Yeah.
And I mean, that makes it more natural, but
right.
I would say that I'm a very patient person in general, and she's a very impatient person in general. Well, we take the time that we need to take to work out our differences.
Yeah.
And we try to arrive at a logical conclusion. And we try to arrive at a conclusion where we don't feel that we gave up something.
Yeah.
Where I don't feel, when we have an argument, I don't feel that I let her win.
Yeah.
And she doesn't feel that she let me win. But more that we talked and explained our point of views, and we came to a conclusion together.
I think this is very difficult. I mean, I still consider myself quite lucky to like be with him, simply because I feel like we really work well together. You know what I mean? Because a relationship is essentially something that always evolving.
And you need to like really work it out, because if you don't, then it will become ammunition in the storage to use for future debates and so on.
Yeah.
Will harbor.
We never do that, do we?
No, we don't.
I did that with my ex.
Yeah.
She?
I didn't, but she did.
She did it. Yeah.
She did it. Yeah.
Overall, I think the tips is that it shouldn't be hard.
Relationships are a lot of work, but they shouldn't feel like they're a lot of work.
Yeah. If you want long distance tips, like technical ones, like get good internet or like set up a schedule, you can check other videos. From our point of view, it's more like the substantial, sort of like the foundation that not only for long distance relationship, but relationship in general. And if you can have a good and functioning long distance relationship, then when you're not in long distance, it's going to be amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Find a partner who fits you, and don't sacrifice yourself to be in a relationship, because you're going to find what you're looking for eventually.
Yeah. Like yourself first, like love yourself first, like know what you want, and don't ever expect anyone to give you some sort of happiness or some sort of security, because nobody's ever going to give you that.
If you don't love yourself, then it's kind of hard to expect someone else to love you.
Okay, so that is all from us. Thank you, Sebastian, to be in my video today.
Thank you, Mrs. Ringstrom.
And if you want to see more of him, write something on the comment box down below. Just write anything. If you think we're blabbering, if you think we say nothing of value, we receive criticism. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel or not, and I will see you in my next video.